I have been off of TikTok for months. Some of that was to protect my mental health. I had to walk away for a bit, y'all. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but it also kept putting the reality before me. And I think my spirit was like, okay, what's the actual reality? Even if this is what we're seeing, what's actually happening. In the process of that, also trying to truly hear God and what I'm supposed to be doing in my business, because I had spent 3+ years as Coach Nikki and attempting to build that type of a business to help women. And what I began to recognize is that no matter how much internal work is done, you go right back into the same systems. So then, of course, if you remember, I am an Emory Scholar. I am starting my second year of my master's program, and hopefully we'll get into my PhD program after that. Getting back to the words of those that have come before us and better understanding how that applies to now, right? Taking those two things and realizing, coming to the full reality that it is in fact structural. It's structural, y'all. You take a woman or a man and they do the therapy and they do the coaching and they do the inner work and they become more resilient. They go through all the wellness training and they go right back into a workplace that uses them as the load path for all of the strain that could be fixed should leadership decide to restructure things to ensure that the strain is being distributed appropriately, right? But that's not happening because a $400 billion industry has become a $400 billion industry by trying to fix the individuals as opposed to holding organizations accountable and saying, hey, you keep doing this, spending this money on wellness training and resilience training and leadership training, and the numbers for burnout and high turnover and silent quitting just keeps on going up. And this was before COVID. So I started looking at that and I'm like, okay, let me dig deeper into the research. And that's what I did. And my business has evolved from there. On top of that, teaching myself AI since the first time I entered into ChatGPT a few years ago, and then watching as the whistleblowers start to come out in the last year because the guardrails were removed for big tech, understanding that what they're really doing is they're throwing SHIT to the wind when it comes to humanity and just racing forward trying to accomplish this Thanos Ultron version of AI. Right now, the timeline for that is somewhere between 2027 and 2032. And while 2032 sounds like, oh, we got some time, not really. Again, they are all racing to see who can get there first. So, going deeper into this research, going back and listening to the different whistleblowers over the past year, listening to different projections and forecasts of where we're headed, what I found out changed my direction significantly. It doesn't make sense to focus on the traditional way of doing things anymore because that's changing. We're not going into the future of work. We are in it, and it is happening. People are losing their jobs. Organizations are flattening their management teams. But I want to tell you something. AI is not ready yet to fully replace humans. So what I've decided with divine guidance is that I want to encourage as many people, especially in marginalized communities, as many people as possible to get your head out the sand. You have a reason to be afraid. However, you also have the power right now, while still available, to figure out how to set your unique situation up for where we're heading. Right now, we still have time to do that. And you still have time to make yourself irreplaceable. Right now, organizations are still trying to figure it out, most of them. You have two camps. One is like, I just want to get rid of all people and use AI. There's no changing their mind. But you have others who genuinely want to keep people, but they want to have people that can work with AI technology. So, I say that to say, I'm Nikki Cates. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am an AI era leadership strategist and structural recalibration strategist. I help individuals and organizations navigate AI with less friction and also prepare their structures, their workplace structures, for what's to come. Because whether we like it or not, it's happening. And are we going to be prepared? Are we thinking about the future generations? Are we thinking about our children and grandchildren? Should we end up in the soup line because we absolutely refused and listened to the hype of being afraid of everything and decided to just not even try? I'm not saying you need to turn your whole life over to the technology. What I'm saying is being open to utilizing it to make yourself more valuable. Because where we're headed now, y'all, is that organizations need to be willing to recalibrate for a human AI alliance workforce. So you're going to need traditional leadership skills still. Soft skills are going to be more important than ever. Customer service, behavioral science is going to be more important than ever, along with knowing how to work with the machine and being able to manage others to do the same. That's how you become valuable and where we're headed. Now, granted, they could create Thanos and he just decides to blow us all up. Ain't nothing we can do about that at that point. That means the end of days are here. But that doesn't stop us from looking to be prepared now. So, all of that to say, I'm back. I am going to be posting more videos on these topics. What I've learned, what I'm continuing to learn, I've been conducting research daily on the future of work and how we've been transitioning into AI and organizational design, how that's been shifting. And I just want us to be more prepared. We are so focused on what we can see, we're not realizing. I didn't at first realize that while we were all grieving, we were grieving way more than we thought we were. And the future of work is here. And either we're going to be prepared or we're not. So we got to get our heads out of the sand and get into it. So how do I help with that? First, I am starting my first cohort for Strategic Reset Intensive. That is specifically for women in transition. Starts May 21st. It's 2 90-minute sessions. It's going to be myself, and I'm doing this alongside with a co-leader, Shar Johnson. She is going to be talking about how you can take AI and automations and structure them and personalize them for your life and work. I'm going to be focusing on the strategic work of it all, helping you to understand where it all fits for you. If you want to attend, I need you to DM me or go ahead and go on my website, strategictransformations.net, strategictransformations.net, link in the bio. And go ahead and sign up because I only have 10 spots and we're keeping it small so we can keep it intimate. $247. That's a steal considering what I actually charge on a corporate level. So go ahead and get signed up if you're interested. This is not coaching. This is not a webinar. This is not a course. We are going to do the strategic work. You'll get a digital workbook from me and from her. And if you want to upgrade for us to sit down with you and customize your strategy and figure out how to make AI work best for you and your work, $9.97. Okay, so go ahead and get signed up for that, and I will see y'all on the next video. We back. Peace.